Introducing Paddy Power's Hot Trot Jackpot, their new free-to-enter horse racing competition. Every Saturday, pick 5 horses in a free Lucky 31 bet for your chance to win the guaranteed £10,000 jackpot. T&Cs apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Hi there, Bruce Millington, Paul Keeley, David Jennings and Paddy Powers, Frank Hickey are looking ahead to a classic day of racing at the Curragh on Sunday. The 325 is the Tattersalls Irish 1,000 guineas, and Winter, presumably, Frank, is a very warm favourite.
She is indeed. She's 4-5. Rihanna is 4-1. Hydrangea is 10-1. Anine 10-1. Banfassa 12-1. Intricately 14-1, and we're 20-1 bar.
David Jennings, what's going to happen?
I fancy Rihanna quite strongly, actually. I know it's hard to pick holes in Winter's form, and was very impressive at Newmarket. But I just thought Rihanna, I love the way she's been built up for this race, and she did beat Rhododendron in her maiden at the Curragh back last June, and I think she's improved since. I think she needs quick ground, and she was really, really impressive at Naas earlier on this month. She beat Rose de Pierre by 2 3/4 lengths. Listening to Shane Foley, obviously Pat rides, but Shane Foley and Mick Halford talking about Rihanna, they think she's improved a ton since that Naas run, and I just think she's a bit of value against the favourite. So Rihanna for me, Bruce.
Righty-ho. Frank, who do you think?
Even though Winter did me a turn in the 1,000 games in the English version, I agree with David here. I think Rihanna's the value at 4-1. She probably needed to run the first day. She was very impressive the last day, and I agree. Fast ground being her favourite. I was looking at the forecast there. I don't think there's too much range. The shower 2 forecasts, so I think she'll give the favourite a right run for her money.
And she's bomb-proof each way if the 8 runners stay there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you just want to play each way, that's the way to go. Worst case scenario, you'll get your money back.
Only one Fav has won this in the last 7 years. Kills, are you going to keep faith with Winter?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought she won that race pretty well, and I think it might have been a fairly strong one too. I know people were a bit critical of Ryan Moore and Rhododendron, but I think she won pretty comfortably in the end, you know, and you know, all that money for her early in the week, they knew how good she was. Obviously, she's got to keep on improving, but she's got the best form in the race here. The two that interest me at massive prices, much bigger prices, are Hydrangea and Intricately. Neither of them ran their race in the Guineas, and I don't know why, and they're much better than that. I don't know so much about Rihanna, and I respect the boys, but I think Winter will take a lot of beating.
One good stat for you here, Bruce. Aidan O'Brien has never won the Irish 1,000 guineas with the filly that he won the English 2,000 guineas with. Obviously, Minding was obviously just beaten last year, but he's never done the double with the same filly.
Okay, I won't dig you out the fact you said 2,000 guineas, but no.
1,000 guineas. Edit that, Rob, will you? 1,000 guineas.
No, we'll leave that in. 220, the Tattersalls Gold Cup. A Group 1. Over 1.25 miles, and hopefully 8 runners here. They've all been declared. Will they stand the ground? We don't know. It's going to be. I don't think it's the greatest Tattersalls Gold Cup of all time, but it's competitive enough heat. How do you bet now, Frank Hickey?
Yeah, Deville is 11-4. Moonlit Magic 130. Decorated Night 4-1, along with Somehow. Success Days is 11-2, and we're 16-1 bar.
Frank, we'll stick with you.
Yeah, nothing's really grasped me in this race, but I'd be willing, if we get to level 8, if Decorated Night's floating around 5-1, I'd be willing to take an each-way pop on him. He won last year at Leopardstown over 9 furlongs, a furlong and a half further, but he ran well in Maidan as well, where he won before finishing 6th in I can't remember the name of the race, but the ground had gone a bit soft against him. I think he needs a fast to be his very best. I'd be willing to give him a squeak the price. It's not constant though.
David, what do you think?
Absolutely, Decorated Night for me. I'd be a little bit more confident than Frank. Roger Tarleton has won this race for 2 of the last 4 years with Al Kazim in 2013 and 2015, and it's a process of elimination job here, because I wasn't convinced by Deauville last time at Chester. I thought Poet's Word was the best horse in the race that day. Moonlit Magic, I couldn't have him. I thought he was very, very disappointed behind Minding last time. And as well as that, Somehow is coming into the race, obviously on the back of finishing 4th to Ribchester in the Lock-In, and it's an afterthought because Minding is out. So all of them, I'm not sure if any of them have been trained for the race, whereas I'd say Decorated Night has, given that Charlton's record in the race, and I wouldn't be surprised if Decorated Night went off favourite.
Righty-ho, Keels, what do you think? Have you got a strong view?
Yeah, I'd echo those two, and I'd be even more confident than Dave. How about that? Yeah, I think I really did like this horse last year, and he definitely wants fast ground. And in the Dubai turf, they just had all that rain, and it was no good to him whatsoever. And I think going up another furlong and a half will suit. He's got a proper change of gear, this horse, and I think he'll win, and I think he should be fair.
Wow, so that's 3 votes. What was the other one we had earlier in the podcast?
Harry Angel.
Mount Logan.
Mount Logan, yeah, blimey, that's 3 hat-tricks today. Okay, excellent stuff. David Jennings, I'll unleash you on the rest of the Sunday Curragh card.
I think I have an absolute certainty. I think in the 4 o'clock, it's a premier handicap for fillies. Maggins Moon for Jonks and Declan McDonough. She should have won in her reappearance, and by all accounts, she wasn't supposed to win because I think they felt that she'd improve a ton for the run. She drifted out to 8s from being 7 to 2 in the morning. She was beating a neck that day, but like she travelled really well and then got her second wind and was only beating a neck by apparition. And only gone up £2 for that. She's a good filly. She has good back form. She was 3rd to Azira. She was 4th to Winter in the Dundalk Maiden, and then she won her maiden at Dundalk. I think she's at least £10, if not a stone better than her current mark of 82, and I will be shocked if Maggins Moon doesn't win the 4 o'clock at the Curragh.
Brilliantly put, David. Well said, my friend. Frank, what else do you like at the Curragh?
I thought Red Label was a little bit interesting in the 250, the Gallinule Stakes. You'll be able to pronounce it better than me, David. Did I do it right?
Gallinule, yeah.
Gallinule. But yeah, it came from Luca Kamani to Jesse Harrington, and it won nicely, beating Taj Mahal at Gore in the last time. I think a bit of better ground might even suit it, and I think that will be interesting. And probably a little bit of loyalty. Bombacina was part of the multi a couple of weeks ago, and she looked tough as nails at Killarney last time as well, and I'd be willing to give her another go in the 4 o'clock at the Curragh, even though David's after
Don't keep your money, Frank. Keep your money. Don't back against this Maggins Moon.
Anyway. Fair enough.
Okay, Kills, have you had a little look?
Yeah, I've got one. I've got one. I won at Utox in the 4:15, the Clark Chase for the Sir Stanley and Lady Clark Challenge Trophy. There are several informed horses in here, so it's going to be competitive. But I think a chance is well worth taking on the veteran Ballynagour. This time last summer, he was in really good form. He was second to Dropout Joe in the summer plate at Utoxa, and then he was second at Market Raise, and those two runs off marks of 152 and 157. Now he ran 3 times over the winter, all in races that were really competitive. Got beaten all, and then he travelled fairly well in the Grand National last time, and he runs tomorrow off a mark of just 141, which is the lowest mark since he won the Burn Group plate in 2014. And I think if he's in decent form, he might take some beating.
Bruce, can I give one more?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
Really quick. In the 4:30 at the Curragh, this could be a prize too. Weather Watch for Jessica Harrington, I think is really interesting. I think he's had a wind up since you last saw him. Won first time out last season in a hurdle race at Tipperary. Goes well fresh, and the ground should be perfect. Cheek pieces on. Tom Socks Madden takes off £5, so it's down from a mark of 83 to 80 for the new flat season. I think Weather Watch is really interesting.
We're talking of Weather Watch, Kills. All those tracks that race in Britain on Sunday, Fontwell, Utoxeter and Kelso, they're all our favourite distance buying tracks, aren't they? So if we get a bit of rain there...
yes, it could be hammering down everywhere.
We could be led badly astray there, couldn't we? That's no good, is it? Right then, weekend plans, chaps. Frank, what have you got on?
I'm working all weekend, Bruce.
Oh,
Nothing exciting for me. Yep.
How does your new good lady wife react to that when the rotor's so unkind? Does she mind?
She's fine.
Is she?
Out to the shops, Bruce.
Yeah, excellent. Someone's got to spend all that money. DJ, what have you got on?
I'm in the Curragh both days as well, very boring. And I haven't been in the Curragh since I wrote my column criticising them, so I'm sure I'll get a lovely welcome when I arrive.
Bowling, puff your chest out, and if anyone wants to have a go, you stand your ground. You made a perfectly good point there, David, all right? Don't kowtow to anyone. What will Aoife be doing to occupy herself?
Aoife this weekend, what is she doing? I don't know. I've actually a stag as well on Saturday night after the races, so I don't know what she's doing. She might go out with the girls. It was her birthday during the week, actually. It was her birthday on Wednesday.
Was it? What did you get her?
I got her a load of stuff.
Did you?
Loads of stuff like jewellery, and we're going down to the Europe. Do you know that hotel I was telling you about in
Killarney?
Yeah, we're going down there, but I got like a spa treatment, so a massage and a facial and stuff like that as well. So
lovely.
She got more than she should.
I wouldn't have a clue what jewellery to buy my missus. Would you, Keels?
I know, I just wouldn't buy any. I mean, it's just bits of metal, isn't it? Yeah, it's just loads of metal. Can't have it at all.
Yeah, I think your career as a marketing executive for the jewellery trade might
I
not
went out and bought some metal and rock today.
Well, I must admit, I do agree with you. A metal ring with some crystal on it. That's pretty.
So do I actually agree as well.
Yeah, it's all nonsense. Keels, what about you? What have you got on this weekend?
Yeah, well, I'm off the weekend. I've got a mate who's Saturday and I have an all-day card school and watch the FA Cup final. I don't know whether I'm going to that yet. I think we're short of runners, so it might be called off anyway. Other than that, doing very, very little. Although I have to cut the grass before it lashes down.
And all day what?
Card school.
Is that just playing cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not learning how to play cards. He did that about 40 years ago. Kills, and mention of the cup final there is very painful for me because I think my very first cup final was 1972. I think I'm going to miss my... I've always made it a rule in life. You watch the cup final. It doesn't matter who's in it. It's the cup final. You watch it. But tomorrow, instead of settling down for a potential Chelsea power show, guess where I am?
I can't imagine, mate. Go on.
The Chelsea Power
Flower Show.
Yes,
oh my
I'm
God.
at the Chelsea.
You're not.
I am at the Chelsea Flower Show.
Right, no, that is definite grounds for engineering an argument in the morning.
It's desperate, isn't it? Absolutely desperate. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, you just stand around looking at flowers, don't you?
I'd imagine so.
Well, I'm obviously not asking you on the basis you might have been, but yeah. So that's. So think of me, lads, when you're enjoying yourself at work. Okay.
Why'd you get dragged there?
The missus wants to go. She's always been on at me to go to the Chelsea Flower Show, so I thought I'd go this year, but never mind. Rob, have we got Maddie back? She hasn't got any GCSEs or anything, has she? So Maddie Player will be back in the hot seat on Monday when she'll be reviewing the weekend and also looking ahead to, obviously, the derby. And we will be looking at the derby in Oaks in much greater detail in next weekend's podcast, so do please join us for that.
Paddy Power stream all UK and Irish racing live on your mobile, tablet or PC. Unlike some other high street bookies, Paddy Power, you beauty!